Have you ever seen or heard of Catholics doing or saying something and wondered, why do Catholics do that? Sometimes if you ask a Catholic why, their answer is, I don't know, we just do it. Or even, Mom said so. So if you have a question about why do Catholics do or say something, send it to us. Every week we'll try to answer a question. And now if it's a question that we can answer in 3 to 5 minutes, we'll include it in this segment. If it's too deep to answer in a few minutes, then we'll deal with it with a full session. Remember, I'm someone that wants to give you the history of the clock in order to give you the context when you simply ask what time it is. So Steve asked, why do Catholics do that one-legged kneel when they come and go from their seats? Thanks for asking, Steve. Finally, a question that I can give a brief answer to. Please don't roll your eyes at me like that. I said I can give a brief answer. I didn't say that I would, but I'll try. The one-legged kneel that you see is called a genuflection. Genuflect is Latin. Did I see you roll your eyes again? It's Latin for bend the knee. Now, as for why we do this, it's kind of answered by how you asked the question when you asked about a one-legged kneel. At a Catholic Mass, we offer our full self to God, including our postures, and there are four main postures. They're standing, sitting, bowing, and kneeling. Now, before your eyes again, I will talk about other postures in one of our deep dive sessions. But for today, we just want to know what the postures symbolize and how they're different. For today, we're going to address kneeling. Kneeling is a posture of adoration or worship. We worship Christ. We believe that Christ is truly present in the Eucharist, which is in the tabernacle. Beginning in the 16th century, the practice of kneeling in the presence of the Eucharist spread throughout the church as an act of worship. So when you entered the church and the tabernacle was behind the altar, you would kneel briefly and again as you left the church. Not only that, when you received the Eucharist, you would kneel at the altar rail. You would also kneel when you were praying in adoration or in front of the tabernacle. In 1973, about 10 years after Vatican II, the instruction called for a one-legged kneel or genuflection. Now, you still may see some Catholics genuflect right before they receive the Eucharist. In our diocese, the bishop has asked for a simple bow. I have more to say, but I promised that I'd be brief today. Now, I do want to leave you with the story that I heard from a priest. He was at the movies and he realized that the gentleman in the row ahead of him must have been Catholic. The reason why he said that is because he genuflected before entering the aisle to leave the movies. My point is that postures do have meaning, but only when we know what the meaning is. So if you have a question about why Catholics do or say something, send it to us. Every week we'll try to answer that question, and if it's something that we can answer in 3 or 4 minutes, we'll try to include it in this section. So in the meantime, thanks for watching. My name is Dave, and I'm not in charge.